Hello, Wembley. We're live from a surprisingly chilly London night, where England are taking on Iceland. Now, I love a good underdog story as much as the next bloke, but I didn't expect this. The Three Lions started strong, roaring and prowling like they owned the pitch. Harry Kane nearly bagged one early on, missing by a whisker. The crowd went wild, thinking it was in. Even I jumped out of my seat, but then something funny happened. Iceland, the team known for their Viking spirit and, well, ice, decided to bring the heat. They tightened up their defense, making it about as easy to break through as a frozen fjord. Meanwhile, England seemed to cool down faster than a cuppa in a snowstorm. Passes went astray, shots sailed wide, and the crowd started getting a bit restless. You could practically hear the crinkling of crisp packets. The first half ended goalless, which, let's be honest, is not what anyone expected. The pundits are scratching their heads. The fans are wondering if they should have stayed home for a cuppa. And I'm starting to think I should have worn a warmer coat. The second half kicked off and you could feel the tension thicker than a double-decker bus in rush hour. England, still looking for their rhythm, started passing the ball around like they were in a training session. Iceland, on the other hand, were like Vikings who just discovered a stash of Red Bull. They were everywhere, buzzing around the pitch, winning tackles and launching counter-attacks. And then it happened. The moment that made everyone in Wembley, except maybe a few Icelandic grandmas, spill their drinks. A swift counter-attack, a beautifully weighted through ball, and boom. Jon Daði Böðvarsson, the Icelandic striker, found himself one-on-one with the English keeper. The crowd held their breath. I think I even forgot to breathe for a second, but it wasn't Böðvarsson who took the shot. Out of nowhere, like a bolt from the blue, or maybe a chunk of ice from a glacier, came Jon Thorsteinsson. This lad, who most people probably wouldn't recognize in a lineup of Icelandic footballers, suddenly became the most famous man in Wembley. He took the pass from Böðvarsson, sidestepped the English defender, who looked as surprised as I was, and slotted the ball past the keeper with the coolness of a polar bear taking a dip on a summer day. The Icelandic fans went absolutely bonkers. Flags were waving, chants were echoing, and I swear I saw a bloke dressed as a Viking doing the conga. The English fans, on the other hand, were stunned into silence. It was like someone had hit the mute button on the entire stadium. The goal, though unexpected, was a thing of beauty. It was a classic underdog moment, the kind of thing that makes you want to jump up and shout, "Goonies never say die!" Except in this case it would be Vikings never say die. So here we are, folks. England, the mighty Three Lions, are trailing behind Iceland, the team that everyone thought they'd walk all over. It's like bringing a cuddly kitten to a dog show and watching it win best in show. The English players look stunned, the manager looks like he's just swallowed a lemon, and the fans, well, the less said about the fans, the better. But there's still time. England are a team packed with talent. They've just got to find a way to thaw out and rediscover their roar. Can they do it? Can they overcome this Icelandic ice storm and salvage some pride? Or will they be left out in the cold, wondering how they let this one slip away? One thing's for sure, this match has been anything but predictable. It's been a rollercoaster ride of emotions with more twists and turns than a plate of Icelandic plokkfiskar. Look it up, it's delicious. As for what happens next, well, your guess is as good as mine. Will England find their footing and stage a dramatic comeback? Will Iceland hold on for a famous victory? Will someone remember to tell the bloke dressed as a Viking that the conga line ended hours ago? Stay tuned, folks, because this match is far from over.